Detective Lou Alvarez. Many detective would have thought after your testimony on Capitol Hill, where you spoke so eloquently and passionately, that could have been it for you and your message, especially after the news you got the next day. And yet, you're doing a line of interviews, pushing yourself to the limit, really. Tell me why.
Because the bill hasn't passed yet. And that's my ultimate goal, legacy, is to have this bill passed so first responders have the coverage that they need.
It's not for your fit. You said you're okay and your relatives, but
yes,
you're doing it for others.
Yes, definitely. They're doing it for others because every day another first responder is getting sick. And they're gonna need the help that I got to take the stress off their families so they can solely deal with their illness and not have to worry about how they're gonna pay the next bill, whether I should get chemo or I should pay the mortgage. That shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening.
And you have a message, Lou. You want them to do it, being honest, while you're still alive, you say.
Well, yes, I would. I'd love to see it done while I'm still here. You know, we can't wait another day. Okay, it's not something, a transportation bill or some other bill that can take a while. This has to be done yesterday. I'm not a political person. I don't care, Democrat, Republican. We all have to get together, bipartisan, and get this bill passed. And it's got to be done right away, because it's every day somebody else is getting sick. And they're going to need the financial help.
Lou, you were one of, and I think arguably still one of New York's finest. You were on the bomb squad.
Yes.
Scary stuff. But I'm looking at you I'm just saying, I'm in awe. Are you scared right now, given the news that you got? Tell me, take me through the human emotion of it.
Not at all. I'm in peace. I'm in peace. I'm not in any lot of physical pain. And like I said before, I can't throw on the bomb suit anymore and go down and work on packages like I love doing. But I can still work from my bedside. I can still put the word out. People might get tired of seeing me on TV, but it's got to stay in the limelight. It's got to stay in the limelight. Congress has to get their act together. On 9/11, when we went in, we didn't ask the person lying on the ground whether they were Democrat or Republican or any affiliation. We tried to save their lives. And that's the way it should be.
Lou, I know you said this previously, that they told you the air was safe, but even if they hadn't, you guys would have gone in.
Absolutely. We knew going in that the air wasn't safe. It was just so obvious. People couldn't breathe, hard time breathing, hard time walking, trying to get out. We went in anyway. It didn't matter. You know, one way or another, guys were saying, no, this isn't good for us. Doesn't matter.
And so now, do you feel Congress is failing those brave first responders?
Absolutely, 100%. They're failing us. They really are failing us. We shouldn't have to go down to Congress every 5 years and beg for money to help first responders who risk their lives without no regards for themselves. They just went in and did what they had to do.
Do you have any regrets?
No regrets whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Would have done it the same way?
I would have did it the same way. You know, we got called, it was an emergency, People were dying, people were hurt. That's our job, is to go down there and save lives.
Well, let me ask you, I was wondering this before that tragic day. What was your favorite part about being an NYPD cop?
My favorite part was helping people. Believe sounds a little cliche, but helping people. You know, you're in a stressful situation, and then all of a sudden you see somebody in blue show up, and you think, you know, things are going to be okay. I got somebody here to help me.
And you're still showing up. In hospice, you're still showing up.
Yeah.
I know you said you are concerned about leaving your children.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, I just want to make sure, you know, they're going to be okay. Let them know that Dad did everything he could to help people. And I taught him, you start a job, you finish it. Your word is your bond. And be a man, always be a man about it. So my legacy to them is Dad did his best. Never quit. No matter how hard things got, your dad never quit.
And you still haven't.
No, still won't.
Tell me, I know the others asked you about it, so I want to ask you about the tattoos on your hands.
On each hand, I have 1044. That's the radio code signal for a suspicious package in New York. Normally, you know, if a patrol cop has a suspicious package, something, they're not going to go over the radio and say, I have a suspicious package or a bomb or something. They're going to say, the code's going to be 1044.
Gotcha.
Bomb squad response to a 1044.
We focused on your service with New York's finest because it meant so much to us as New York City citizens, but I haven't heard as many people talk that you were a U.S. Marine.
Yes.
Tell me about that, and as you reflect now on your service to your country.
I was 18 years old, and I just came home one day, and I told my mom and dad, I joined the Marines. They were like, what? I was in college at the time, and college wasn't for me. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to be a Marine. I loved the uniform. I loved the camaraderie. It's almost like the police department. There's a camaraderie there that the guy sitting next to you is your brother, and you'll give your life for him. He'll give his life for you. And it's almost the same as the police department.
When these cameras aren't in your face, what do you find yourself thinking about? What are you reflecting on?
It's all been kind of a little whirlwind with the interviews and stuff like that. But when I'm here at night, can't sleep, you know, it almost feels surreal. Because I'm a very humble guy, quiet, did my job under the radar, never looking for accolades. And now everybody wants to take my picture or talk to me, and it's a little uncomfortable, but I'll do whatever I need to do to keep this issue in the limelight and get Congress to pass that bill. It's,
I mean, you're summoning all the strength in your body. Is there anything else you want to say to me or say to the people?
First of all, my first priority is the first responders. I want to tell them, I don't know if you saw the before and after pictures of me. I used to be a big guy, go to the gym, stay in shape, and now I've kind of withered down. And this is 16 years later. There's guys out there, cops are a very proud breed, saying, I'm okay, I feel all right. It's been, 16 years, nothing's gonna happen to me. I want them to take a look at my pictures and say, wow, that could be me. And it can, and it's gonna be, because it's an epidemic. Guys are gonna get sick all the time.
I'm going to let you rest, but I wanted to show you one thing. I showed it to you earlier. I want to show you one thing, a tweet. Many people have been on social media, Commissioner ONeal, but this was from the 61st Precinct. Did you see it? I just went, to our hero, retired Detective Luis Alvarez, thank you for all you have done for us. You are an inspiration to all, and we will continue to keep you and your family in our prayers. Let's show Lou our support, because in this family, no one fights alone.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Those are my brothers and sisters. They care about each other. And it's awesome. It makes me feel great, because I know my brothers and sisters are there backing me up. But the only sad part about this photo is you have maybe 20, 25 officers in it. Within the next year or two, at least one or two of them are going to get sick. And I want them to know that and take care of themselves and get checked up and so they're okay.
Lou, most people don't realize your visit last week got a lot of attention, of course, but it was actually your second visit to Capitol Hill to fight for this. You were surrounded by a lot of people there. Tell me about that last week.
When we got down there was a lot of people, Jon Stewart. Like I said, I'm only a small part of this. I started advocating and helping out 3 years ago when I got sick, and John Field from the Feel Good Foundation and Matt McCauley, attorney. John Field's been doing this for 14 years. Matt's been doing this for 10 years. I'm just a small part of it, and I was lucky enough that I got the opportunity to testify, and it got picked up. So I told Matt, I said, let's strike while the iron's hot. Keep it in the limelight.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in the limelight.
I think your Facebook post said, still fighting, still here.
Still here, still breathing, still fighting. That's how it all started out. When I first got sick, on Facebook, there's a page called Club 23, and it's a private page just for police officers. We talk about the job and we talk about that. So when I got sick, I wrote a blog saying, hey, listen, I just got sick. This is what happened to me. Get yourself checked out. Get yourself signed up for the World Trade Center health program. And every 2 weeks, I would post a little blog. Hey, I had chemo today. Yeah. This is what happened. Letting the guys know, if they wanted to follow my journey.
So you may have saved some lives already, because you forced them or encouraged them to get checked, and maybe they caught some things early.
Yes, I've had a few instances where I've helped guys get the help that they needed, who otherwise wouldn't have. I put it in their heads. Guys don't think about it. It's not an everyday thing that they're thinking about. Am I going to get cancer? But then they would read my blog and say, oh, maybe I should get checked out. So I was up to 68 blogs on Club 23, and it just it snowballed.
Lou, you're an American hero.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.